Hello there, how are you? So I am back with another update. Actually, what happened was that I lost my audio. I was supposed to bring for all of you at daytime in the noon, but for some reason while editing, it froze and I couldn't upload it. So here I am once again, recording it for you and trying to bring you update. Okay, this update is about a situation, a change that I see is unfolding behind the scenes, behind your back. This is something you cannot see with your naked eyes, but something that's affecting your connection as well as your person's emotional and mental state towards you. Okay. This update is also talking about your counterparts as well as the other person's, other woman's emotional state that's bothering them right now. I saw number 144. As I said that, the person who's responsible for your separation, a woman very likely, is feeling heartbroken, just like your counterpart. The reason of her anguish and her loss is not exactly similar to what your person is feeling and how your person is feeling at the moment. This woman is realizing and is coming to a conclusion slowly but surely that she has lost it to you and you cannot be defeated. She cannot bring you down, she cannot hurt you, she cannot drag you down, she cannot cause other people to hate you on her command or as per her wish. She cannot turn the tables around in her favor. She cannot take your place in your person's heart and in their mind. She cannot destroy your connection. She cannot cause you any more hurt and pain, or she just cannot be in the picture anymore. This woman is realizing this, whoever she is or was in your situation. Okay, right now I'm seeing that this woman is trying to pretend as a mature, awakened, intellectual individual. She's trying to impose as someone like you, which ain't working. She thinks that it's going to work, or maybe this way she'd be able to turn the situation around, or she'd be able to, take your place, replace you in your person's heart or in their mind or in their life. She thinks that if she acts or if she starts to act like you do with the same character she's got, she'd be able to make people hate you or cause people to judge you, criticize you and ridicule you. She still thinks that by playing these games, silly games and her old tricks and tactics, she'd be able to win or find her place back in. However, I'm seeing that she's realizing slowly but surely it ain't going to work. Right now, both your counterpart and this woman are in great pain. They're hurting. There's anguish. They are in turmoil, but only one person here is learning the lessons which were presented or are getting presented to them. The woman who caused your separation, the woman who came in between you and your person, the woman who manipulated them into choosing her or, getting tempted towards her, the woman who played mind games here and used very dirty tricks and tactics, the woman who tried to steal your place, tried to steal what was yours, or tried to claim what belongs to you, is the one who is still acting up, still trying to go around here and there, turning people against you, still trying to wear a mask and gain people's sympathy. She's still trying to throw dirt on your name. She is still trying to find a way in and kick you out of the picture. But what I see here happening with her is exactly opposite of it. She was not and is not able to find any success with her plans. Instead, I'm seeing that either she already got exposed or is getting exposed as she goes around telling people about you and your character and your work, your ethics and everything, which she is painting to be devilish or evil. But with God's grace and with the power of truth, I see that people are realizing what's going on. People are using wisdom. People are actually seeing her for who she is. She might not realize it just yet, but people are talking about her now the way they need to, based on facts and figures. She's trying to act like you to gain sympathy and paint a picture of you which looks evil, but people can see her that she's the evil one here. That is what I see is going on. On the other hand, your person is extremely sorrowful, extremely saddened and depressed about what's happening, what happened, and what they did in the situation. They are very, very sorrowful and depressed, in pain actually. Some of them are crying about the changes which are taking place in their life, and as well about the loss of your connection and your presence. They are grieving over your absence because somewhere they're feeling that there's no way out now, and you're not coming back, or they cannot come back now, as they've made a mess of everything, as they've destroyed everything beyond repair, or they've damaged everything that can never be healed. There's no hope left for healing. That's how your person is feeling, or that's what they are thinking right now. This is what I see is going on here. The woman here is still acting up, whoever she is. You have to take it how it resonates. In some situations and cases, she is describing and denoting all the women who had been acting up and causing trouble for you in your situation. It can be one woman or a lot of women. You have to see it for yourself, but I'm seeing that she is still blaming you, your person, and everyone else in the situation except her. She is still not ready to accept what she did wrong and take responsibility and accountability. She is still targeting you or others, pointing fingers. She is still trying to turn people against you and your connection, thinking that somehow she'll be able to win in the situation and block you out of your union, which I see is not going to happen here. I'm seeing that your person is either drifting away from her, is withdrawing, or is showing indifference, which is hurting her, which is burning her. It feels like a burn to her, and that's why she's acting up. She is feeling used and backstabbed. She's feeling as if your person cheated on her, but she's not realizing what she did here. She tried to claim something that was yours. She tried to steal away what was yours and what belongs to you in your destiny. She tried to take your place. She tried to have something that doesn't even belongs to her and is not meant for her. Even in this material world, if you try to steal something of material value, something that's precious to another person, you get punished by the law of land. So just imagine what sort of punishment would be waiting for her by the spiritual forces, by the universal forces, governed by the universal forces. Something that's going to hit her sooner or later, something that karma is going to deliver her way. She is still not reflecting over that. She is still not pondering over it. She still thinks that by acting like you, by pretending to be someone like you, she'd be able to win, and she'd be able to make a mark in people's hearts. She'd be able to turn people against you. She'd be able to paint both of you as evil here in the situation. But people are seeing everything very, very clearly right now. Your person is learning lessons. They are feeling disgusted at her and as well at themselves for choosing her. That is what I'm seeing here. If they were dealing with someone, I see a breakup here, I see an ending here, I see separation here. And if there were other people coming in the picture, interfering in your business, trying to brainwash your person into leaving you and choosing someone else, I see them either giving them silence or just breaking free. They might still be in the picture, but I do not see their influence anymore. Your person is either choosing solitude right now or giving themselves some alone time. They are missing you a lot. They are looking at you from a distance and are just crying. They're sobbing, they're sulking and whining, and they're feeling so angry at themselves and over these people that I can't even describe in words. They're frustrated, they're annoyed, they're irritated, they're disgusted, they're ashamed, they're regretful, they're remorseful, and they're repenting. Which was the purpose behind it all? That is what I see is happening. Now they are repenting. Now they are going within, looking within, searching for answers. These people are still trying to stray them away from you, frighten them away from you. They're still saying things like, just move on, get going with your own life, find someone else, you'll find someone better. But what they do not realize is that your connection is not something one can move on from. Only if they'd care to know, they'd be able to find the truth. But I see that there are other people who are extremely ignorant and arrogant, filled with superiority complex, especially people coming from their friend circle and from their work situation or workplace. These are very, very mindless, thoughtless, careless, and stupid people. However, I'm seeing that your person is seeing through them as well. Just like they saw through this woman who was in the picture, who was trying to gain or access control, who was trying to exercise her control over your person and over the mindset, who still wants dominion, who still wants control here in the situation, who still wants to rule over your lives, who wants to ruin your lives, but is seeing that her life got ruined or is getting ruined as she tried to do that with you, or as she wished. That ain't happening with you now. I'm seeing that more and more people are supporting you, praising you, appreciating you. Just like I said in the other previous reading, I see that same thing happening here. Just one thing is different. Here I see that she's trying to go around and pretend to be all awakened, all wise, all spiritual and enlightened, which is not working. Because she's still not able to let go, or is not willing to let go of that dirt and that evil and that lust and that greed and that obsession she has in her heart or in her mind. She thinks that by pretending to be all wise and intellectual, she'd be able to turn the situation around, but she's attracting disasters and hazardous situations. It's very likely that people may just block her out, or may, thrash her, insult her, humiliate her, or just may kick her out of their life if these are close people. Here you are working on yourself, building yourself, and trying to gain balance. Your person is seeing that. She as well is seeing it. That's burning her unlike anything else. She wants your person to forget about you and just obsess over her. But what I see here happening right now is exactly opposite of it. Your person is focused on you. The more these people try to tell them to forget about you, the more they remember you, the more they think about you, the more they miss you. That's the nature of your connection. Something they had to realize or need to realize, but because of their ignorance, arrogance, superiority complex, and that mindless attitude they've got, they just think that it's not needed or it's not necessary, not relevant. This is the most important thing here. There are lessons people need to learn, and I see that right now only one person is learning. Your counterpart is the one who's learning that lesson. They can do whatever comes to their mind, but they cannot avoid the consequences for doing that here. Consequences are coming towards them, towards her. They're already there in your person's life. That's why they are learning. They want to bring in balance between the two of you. They want to at least clear the dust out from your connection. They want to heal things. They want to at least offer you some sort of apology, or they just want to come clean. They do not want this interference anymore. They do not want this dirt, this poison, and this evil energy that's there in between the two of you now. They are extremely heartbroken over the fact that you are going away and you're drifting away. And that's the reason why they're able to drift away from these people, which is upsetting them. That's the problem. This person who's the other person here, or these other people, need to reflect, need to ponder over what they did and why they did what they did. But they're still being arrogant and ignorant and rageful and egotistical here. That's on them. Consequences coming their way as well for not learning their lessons and still trying to mistreat you. That's on them. We won't talk about that. But here the good news is your person is learning the lessons, and in some situations and cases they're blocking these people out. Some of these people or some of these women here are still trying to throw themselves onto your person, which is not working, which I see is just not working. And this is a good news. This is something your person deserves to be commended for, because in the past they used to get swayed away very easily. They were very gullible, very immature and frivolous with their ways, which I see is changing right now. And it's all happening because they've realized something, or now they can just feel that loss. Something has changed, something has shifted. I see them in a lot of pain. Something that you'll pick up. The state they're in is very intense, is very heavy emotionally and mentally. They are shedding tears, they are sobbing about this loss, they are suffering in silence. But these people are still trying to add their negativity. They're all about coins, material gains, all about show off, and they still are trying to poke their nose into your business, which is not working. That's the good news here. And I'm seeing that some of these people are either getting blocked out or they are seeing a side of your person they've never seen before. They're not ready to accept, they're not happy about. But it is changing, it is showing up, and it is coming in the picture. And on the other hand, on the other side, this woman is exposing herself. People are calling her promiscuous, evil, manipulative, hag in some situations and cases, or the B word. I won't say it loud, you have to guess that. The word that starts with B and ends with H. And in some situations and cases, your person has realized that this woman is nothing but, you know what I'm trying to say? That is what I see is happening here. They are ashamed of themselves for choosing her over you. They are regretful over that choice. Disgusted, actually, that's the word that's coming. People have learned the truth. People have realized the truth and are showing change. So that's all. This was your update for today. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.